What are the 5 things that you should either ask yourself and or do prior to making a decision to move to the Middle Tennessee area? That's what I'm tackling in today's video. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Martin and I am a local Nashville real estate agent and founder of the Caitlin Martin team, powered by 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 Realtors, the Andrews Group. I specialize in working with savvy sellers who want to sell right and sell smart, as well as working with out-of-staters looking to relocate to the Middle Tennessee area. Now, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much. Please feel free to click subscribe down below so that you are notified anytime I release new video content. So in today's video, we're talking about what you should ask yourself or be really clear on, and there's one thing that I would definitely recommend you doing when it comes to making a decision to move to the Middle Tennessee area. So what are those things? Let's go ahead and dive on in. So number 1 is going to be, what are your must-haves and what are your deal breakers? Now this in particular, I'm going to be talking about on a couple different levels. What are your must-haves and your deal breakers in your new town and your new community? What are you really seeking? I would encourage you to get really clear on what it is that you're looking for in that must-have column as well as the deal breaker column, because I know a lot of times when people are considering the Middle Tennessee area, they're also looking at a couple of other places, whether it's in the state of Tennessee or whether it's a couple of other states. So get really clear on what it is that you're looking for. What do you absolutely have to have in your new community? And what is an absolute no-go? If it's there, it's just not for you. Again, this is gonna vary from person to person. And then that must-have and that deal breaker will also come in play later down the road once you decide Middle Tennessee is right and you are looking for the right neighborhood and for the right home. But in general, get really clear on what it is that you're looking for. What kind of things do you have to have, and what kind of things are a deal breaker? What is it that you're trying to leave, and what is it that you're hoping to gain when it comes to making a move to the Middle Tennessee area? So that way, as you continue to do your research or as you come to visit, you can be really clear on whether it is a great fit for you and your family or not. Number 2, it kind of goes along with number 1, but it is still something to consider in particular, which is, what kind of lifestyle are you looking for? I know that a lot of times when I'm talking with people, what it is that they're seeking can be a little bit different depending on each person. You know, are you looking for that more rural property where you get away from people, you get breathing space, but yet maybe you're not too far from amenities? Are you looking for lake living? Are you looking for city living? What kind of lifestyle are you truly desiring? Do you want to live in the suburbs but be close enough to go and enjoy the entertainment that's in downtown Nashville? There's a lot to consider, but asking yourself, what is it that's important to you in your lifestyle? Maybe you love the great outdoors, and so you want to know, where are our hot spots when it comes to the outdoors? Those things are going to be really important because it's a lot to make a move to a brand new city, to a brand new state. And I mean, I've helped dozens of families make that move. But again, we want to make sure that with as much change that's happening, and while a lot of it may be positive, you still don't want to lose some of that familiarity. So what is it that's important to your lifestyle so that you can make sure that the Middle Tennessee area is still offering things that do cater to that lifestyle that maybe you enjoy where you are right now? Number 3, what are your motivations for moving to the Middle Tennessee area? Now, again, having helped so many families make the move, I know that while I do see certainly some common threads throughout, each family and each reason for each client can be just a little bit different. And so what is your motivations? What is it that you're looking for? And a lot of times this can play into state legislation, right? And so right now, with everything that's happening in our culture, in our nation, you know, we're starting to see different laws and policies be put in place. And so what I would encourage you is, if you are seeking out the Middle Tennessee area, or if you're just seeking out a different kind of area, if there's motivations of you trying to get away from something where you currently are, I would encourage you to take a look at the various legislation in Middle Tennessee. While some is longstanding, there's others that have come about just with recent developments of what's happened over the last 3 years, and just see if that's in line with what it is that you're seeking when you're looking to make a move to a new place. So that's another thing, is what is the motivations, and are your motivations, are they big enough, are they grand enough to overcome any of the downsides that can come with moving to a new area? Because I know sometimes it requires people moving further away from family, which isn't always ideal. So what are those motivations, and do they surpass what it is that you are currently dealing with or where you're currently living now? Number 4, if you are not self-employed, and if you are somebody that maybe can't work remotely or work from anywhere, I would encourage you to look at what are the various job opportunities in the Middle Tennessee area. We do have one of the best job economies in the country. Our unemployment rate is under 3%, and so that is better than the national average. Also, in the Middle Tennessee area, we have several different job sectors. We are not just country music, we are not just entertainment. We are big on also healthcare, tourism and hospitality, manufacturing, technology, surprisingly enough. Those are some of our biggest industries. And so we have plenty of job opportunities. As I've talked about in multiple videos, one of the reasons why so many people are making the move to the Middle Tennessee area is because companies are choosing to relocate their headquarters here, because we are a business tax-friendly state. And speaking of taxes, we are the 3rd lowest tax state in the entire country. That's behind Alaska and Wyoming. And so again, that's one of the reasons why maybe your motivation is you want somewhere that's going to be more friendly on your wallet. Those are things to look into when it comes to the Middle Tennessee area. And if you are somebody that is thinking about making a move to the Middle Tennessee area and you are curious, like, oh, I've heard these great things, but why are so many people coming? I did make a recent video on that, which you can go check out up here. That just kind of walks you through all of the reasons why we are seeing this massive influx of people moving to the Middle Tennessee area. So think about that. You know, take a look at what the employment options are. What does it look like for your field? What are the opportunities? What does the average income look like? These are all things to consider before 100% committing to making a move to the Middle Tennessee area. And then number 5, this is what I always encourage everybody. If you've started to make your way through that list and Middle Tennessee is still stacking up against what it is that you're looking for, what your motivations are, if Middle Tennessee is still on your list after you ask yourself and go through these questions, then one of the most important things that I'm going to always encourage any client of mine to do if they have not visited before, I highly recommend doing what I call a recon visit. And so that is where you come, stay several days, and get a really good feel for the area, because you can do all the research you want online, but a lot of times it doesn't fully translate to actually getting here and doing the boots on the ground work. And so my team and I, we absolutely love to help people through the recon process. We make sure that it's fully customized to you so that you get a really good feel, because once you've decided that Middle Tennessee is where you want to be, then you need to know, okay, well, Middle Tennessee is it, but what community, what neighborhood, where do I want to be? And again, you can watch all the videos that you want on the internet, but there's nothing that quite takes the place of getting here and doing some of the research and just putting your own eyes on it. And so I would always encourage a recon trip. Now, if you are somebody, if you have made it through that list and Middle Tennessee is still sitting at the top of your list of where you want to move and you're ready for that recon trip stage, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Myself and my team, we absolutely love to talk people through it. We love to be able to provide really helpful resources, meet with you, be able to really help you get acquainted with the area to make sure that you end up picking what is ultimately going to be the best neighborhood, the best home, the best spot for you, to where you can plant roots and start your new home in Middle Tennessee. So if you are thinking about making a move, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. Again, my name is Caitlin Martin. I'll see you next time.